Hey, so if you were curious about how I did the Junji Ito makeup from Facebook and Instagram that I posted last night, this is kind of a quick crash course, and I don't know if there's anything else you could use this tutorial for or anything like that, but be my guest and show me stuff because I like it. I like inspiration, and I like seeing everything that everybody else does. So the first thing is I'm going to show you, this is the photograph that I'm referring to. It's Junji Ito. If you've not seen any of his work, please look him up. He's very graphic, very interesting person. The artwork is incredible and the amount of detail is just amazing. But enough of my gushing about that. I use an app called PicsArt, and I want to preface this by saying that I really try not to edit my photos a lot because I just feel like it's not really displaying the amount of work that I've put into something. But on the other hand, it does enhance photographs and make them look more like what you want them to look like. And so I can't complain about that, and I'm not going to, because there's no way that I could have pulled this off without photo editing, and I'm not good at it. I am terrible at Photoshop. I am terrible at Adobe. I am like anything that has to do with actually editing photographs, I am terrified of, and I will not even try. If it's not a filter, I don't care. Get that mess away from me. So I use PicsArt. It's a really easy and user-friendly app, and the version that I'm using is 15.3.4. I don't know if that matters to anybody, but that's what the version is. So that's why the look it might be a little bit different than if you have it updated or if you have an older version. So I am going into PicsArt, and you'll see that the bottom on the very last row, the middle is my reference photo. The one on the left is the original photo I took of the front facing. And then the second face is the upper catacornered right picture to the reference photo. And you'll notice that, yes, I did edit my eyes to be that way because forget them contacts, man. I am not sticking shit in my eye for a 2-second photograph. But that's just me. So I did some minor editing of it just to change it and desaturate the color, even them out, make sure that they were very similar in appearance. And you'll see that in the top 2 photographs where it's been done. This is probably wondering why I painted my face white to put the black markings on there. And literally the only reason that I did that was to make a more flat base when you take a picture. Because if you desaturate just any photograph, you're going to get a lot of gradients and shading. And I didn't want that. I wanted it extremely flat, extremely comic-like, and this was just what I found to work. And luckily, I didn't have to do it 300 times, so that's new, I guess. So here was the first photograph that I edited. This is your base photo. This is the one I'm going to add all the frilly stuff to. So I edited this one first so that I knew how to edit the second one. I knew the overall kind of look and vibe that I was going for. Oh, I hate that word, but whatever. And so here's the second photograph. This is the one that I'm going to take and mesh to the first. So I use the cutout tool at the bottom. And really on this, you can be as careless as you want because when you move into the next screen, you can kind of perfect it. And so I use restore, and I kind of restore the areas that I want to keep, which is pretty much all of the face. And I'm going to erase this hair along the edge because I don't want that captured. Okay. Cool beans. Here we go. So save that, and it's going to make a lovely sticker of your face. So then you can go back through, and it's saved as your stickers, so you can go back there. You don't have to save it. It does it automatically on some, might not. I mean, you may save it just in case. That's what I would do. So we're going to take our base photograph and go and do add photograph and pick your sticker and add. So now that you have a face on your face, you can make it and adjust it and make it bigger. This was kind of an annoying part because I was trying to match up the size of my face to the size of the second face and line up the eyes to where it kind of matched what the original photo looked like. Another thing I was doing was using my hair to line up just to make it a little bit more cohesive, where it made sense. So now I click, well, no I don't, I lied. I'm going to do more adjusting because I have problems. So we'll go with this. This will work. I go through with my eraser tool and kind of lightly erase around the edges. And another thing you can do is take that opacity down some so that as you erase, it blends to your face. Just like that. Just quick little swoopy marks like that. Wow, I made that face really large. Anyways, I went back through here like this. No! Okay. Oh, that was another thing I got rid of, was that little, there we go. Okay, so now that you have two faces, you want to make it look like the skin is stretched, and I used a couple of really cheap tricks for that. So click the OK. We're going to go to draw. What did I just do? No. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I've never screen recorded before, so this is kind of a new process for me, and I'm having to move and drag this little screen recording thing around everywhere. So what I did, this is another trick. If you're going into your color, use the eyedropper tool. Pick the darkest color in your photograph, because very likely it's not going to be a solid black. It's not going to be a true color, or a true, like, solid color that you think it is. Like, yeah, I drew black on my face, but it's not going to be that. It's going to be gradients of dark gray, and, you know, there's going to be other tones to it. So, whoop, don't do that. Take your opacity down. Maybe take the size of the brush down a little bit. And I drew a couple of the lines coming out that just kind of made it look like it was being stretched onto my face. These were the more important ones, was through here. Make it look like it's stretching. Don't have to do a whole lot. Except you might not want to do that. Wait, no, that's a hair. Anyways, just kind of adding a little bit of detail and dimension there. Alright, so now you have it, and you have two faces, I guess, if that's what you want. Cool. And so in order to mesh these together even better, this is just kind of a personal preference, you can do effects, and I really, really, really love this dodger. And then I like to take and kind of adjust it according to just how I'm feeling that day. Change of the wind, whatever. Okay. And there's your photograph with your two faces, and one of them that looks way larger than you intended it to. But that's cool, I guess. Another thing that's really nifty about this app is that you can go through and go to the fit. Where'd it go? Fit. So it can go ahead and put it into a like a standard size for Instagram to post to Instagram. And I would have used black, but the color hues in the photograph were actually more blue, so I used navy. And I know I'm kind of rambling about this stuff, but whatever. There you go. You can post that to Instagram. I use this little arrow button and then save picture to your device, and that kind of keeps up with it. But now you can make two faces. So hopefully if you use this and you like how I'm doing this, definitely try it out and post some of the stuff that you do with it, because I have no idea. I have used PicsArt for like ever, but I've never used it for something like this. up until now. Last night was my first night messing with it for this strict purpose, and it was really more of a test just to see what I could do and how many doors it would open for like tons of new stuff to do. So if you use it, please post what you do, because that would be really awesome for me to see all the stuff that you can do with it. And well, that was it.